Steve Fisher joins the show this morning. How's it going, Coach Fisher?
Everything's good. We're in the field and looking forward to it. Very excited and can't wait till Friday comes and playing a very good North Carolina State team.
Well, first of all, we like to say a big congratulations because it's a feat. I mean, the fact that now in this town we're almost expecting you guys to make it, even though you've lost 4 of your starters from last year's Sweet 16 team, you still made it back and you guys are playing at a high level.
We are doing that, and we're very proud of it. In our world, it's very hard to live up to expectations. This year, I think we probably exceeded expectations of most of the folks in the town, and feels good to be back again. We've got good players who have earned their way in. This is not something that they just give to you.
Right.
To be in it 3 years in a row, it really is an accomplishment.
Well, let's before we talk about the game on Friday, let's go back to Saturday night and talk about the championship game of the Mountain West Conference Tournament. Now, to me, it looked like the team might have been just a little bit tired. I mean, I haven't really seen them make some of the mental errors that they made in that game all year. So it seemed like they were a little bit tired. Is that accurate?
I don't think so, really. No more so than New Mexico. 3 games in 3 days does wear on you a little bit physically. I thought we were maybe too excited to be playing. Even though it's subtle, I thought we tried to do things on the offensive end a little too fast. We were a little bit out of kilter with the way we played, and it showed. And we got beat. We got beat by a team that on that day was better.
But then on the converse, Coach, you come back here, and yesterday you find out, you're in, you find out who you're going to face. A team from the ACC, a team that's, battle-tested in NC State. The San Diego State University has never played North Carolina State in basketball ever, correct?
I have no idea.
I
haven't played them in the 13 years I've been here. So
right.
Them being way across country where they are in the ACC, I would say probably not, but I don't know that for sure.
So where's the film going to come from? Where's all the tape you're going to look at that obviously you probably started breaking down last night and today as well?
Well, you guys probably have film on North Carolina State. Everybody does. In today's world, if you want something, you can get it, and usually get it in 5 minutes.
Right.
When I left to go home last night, I had 6 games. 6 games on DVDs that North Carolina State had played. I had their 3 tournament games, and I had 3 other games. Mm-hmm. So it didn't take long for us to get games, and now we're working through our Rolodex of coaches that we know that can give us more intimate details to firm up a scouting report. So we're getting ourselves ready to go.
We're talking to head coach of the Aztecs, Steve Fisher, this morning. Now, break it down for us then, Coach. Can you tell us a little bit about this NC State team? How good are they?
They're very good. If you watch them in the ACC tournament, they did everything but beat North Carolina in the semifinal game. They led most of the way. They wound up losing by 2 points. They beat a very good Virginia team in the game before that really was the game that got them into the tournament. People were saying they had to win that game to make the tournament. So they've been on a bit of a rush lately. They're big. They've got 2 big guys inside. Leslie, I know numbers rather than names right now, but I think it's C.J. Leslie is a McDonald's All-American who's flourished under Mark Godfrey, who's a first-year coach, under his style. They throw the ball inside, but they have the ability to beat you in transition, and they're big and athletic. They don't go deep. They only play 7 players, but this is a talented team that is also excited to be here. They haven't been here in the tournament since, I think, 2005. And they've got a storied history, but not a recent history. So they're anxious also to prove that they belong. I think it'll be a great game.
Coach, you talk about excitement, and it doesn't get more exciting than Jamal Franklin on your basketball team. I mean, going from last year where he was to now this year, the Conference Player of the Year. What was it? What was the spark that got Jamal going?
It was his competitiveness. He was a guy that I tried to talk into redshirting last year as a freshman, and he said he didn't want to do it and didn't play very much until midway through the conference season. And willed his way into the rotation. And this year he went from a guy that averaged 2 points a game and played 5 minutes a game to the MVP of the league. Doesn't happen.
No.
But it happened because of his work ethic, and he really did that when nobody was watching.
Now, Coach, I know you can't really look forward in the tournament and do possible matchups and things like that. You're concentrating on NC State. But is it hard to not look forward and think about playing a game against a team like Georgetown?
We're not thinking about that. If I look to Georgetown, I might as well look to New Orleans.
Good point.
Yeah.
I'd like to do that. We'll be ready if we get through the first game for whoever that would be. They play a tough first-round game. They have Belmont, who is historically a team that gives everybody fits. They played Duke, I think, to overtime games this year. They were in our region last year, so I got a chance to watch them, and they're good. Everybody's expecting Georgetown to win, but Belmont's a very good basketball team. I would be immensely excited to play either one of them.
Coach, the game on Friday is 9:50 a.m. there, which is 6:50 a.m. Pacific time.
Wow.
Is that factor into it with you guys? The fact that it really is going to be such an early start.
No, it's not. It's a 9:50 here. It's 12 something East Coast time.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good.
Oh.
So then that's not a factor then.
Not quite as bad. It's still
It's
like
still early.
It's a 9 a.m. 9:50 tip back here. 12:50 there. We're one of the early games, and I don't think anybody can worry about that. I do like the fact that we're playing Friday as opposed to Thursday. Gives us one more day to get ourselves ready. We do have to travel, even though we don't go all the way to the East Coast, which I'm glad. But we do have a distance to travel. So I think it's good for us to play Friday as opposed to Thursday.
And there's something to be said about playing the game a little bit early rather than waiting around all day and letting those nerves get to you.
True, too, especially if you win.
Absolutely.
Right?
If you don't win, it's a long day getting that charter flight ready to go.
That's it, man. That's it. Coach Fisher, there was 4 teams that made it from the Mountain West, which is really, really impressive, and just goes to show you the type of competition that you guys played in your own conference.
It speaks well of our league. You're exactly right. Our players, when Colorado State was announced, they jumped up and were so excited that they got in. I think there's a tremendous competitiveness, but there's a brotherhood that goes on too. You like to see your league rewarded,
Sure.
And we were with four teams in.
It's pretty impressive. Well, Coach, we are going to be pulling for you.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations once again, and good luck in the big dance on Friday.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on, and let's see if we can keep this ball rolling.
Let's do it. Thanks,
Yeah.
Coach. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.